Assalamu alaikum. This is Professional English Class 2. Last class, we saw the Professional English first unit, some topics. That's mean listening, speaking. Now this is the continuation of the Professional English first unit. In this topic, uh, in this session, we know this. We're seeing about the reading, a comprehensive passage, difference between the fact and the opinion, writing, developing a story with the pictures. This is the today's topic. We discuss. Let's go. First, reading. We know the must. What is the reading? Reading is a process. It's not. It's normally when you saw something about in a written board or wall or anywhere, anything. Just we have to reading. So what is process? What is process ongoing the reading? Maybe some of all of you know the if something is written in the board, we just see eye contact and understand what is this and we read. So actual meaning of the reading and actually what is the reading is a process of the looking at the series of written symbol or getting the meaning from them. What may be it, a word or symbol and written in a blackboard just we saw. However, the teacher has the instruction give write down the students what have to written in the board. So students are all are the copies and as well as the reading. So this also is one type of reading. What's behind in the reading? When saw the something in a blackboard, I have our two eyes are the receiving the written writing or symbol or punctuation mark space what may be it. They can be absorbed the brain and convert into the word. The sentence or paragraph what may be it, they should be communicate each to other. If I written a board in a white chalk piece, I read all of the students have to be see the students all of the see the in board is just written as red. I read when I written a board in a white chalk piece, but all students read the red because of the brain function has be working them. So what's word or symbol or what maybe it's we understand we observe. There's the mind of the reading. Reading can be silent in our head because when talking is together, we produce the noise, we produce the voice. If someone has to say hi, the other person has to say hi. When two person and more each together communicate, we use the voice to communicate each together. That's the verbal, but reading is a non-verbal. They cannot use any voices or any noises. We just read what have to written in the board or written in the something somewhere. Reading also one of the communication skill which knowing all about the because of the in the world there some of the illiteracy people they cannot understand what is the written what is the right in the board. So they cannot understand because normal human a literate educated person and illiterate person both are the humans, but we cannot understand because of the they knowing the education. We all of you know the what is the education. So that's we have to know the what should we have to in the board and written and our mind maybe have the working. Reading also has a productivity skill because in reading we both receiving and the transmitting the data because we receiving the data our eyes eye contact to what is written in the board and our brain will be transmit a symbol word what may be it and we have to react. For example, we go, we go anywhere, just say is bus stop. In the timing punch in timing they have to write that particular bus come that time. Just mean we saw the timing and we understand what time should become the bus, and when we have to come there for when something. And second topic is what is the using of why what is the using of reading and why it use. Because reading is the useful to anywhere and anything, because we can't read anything, uh, we cannot survive. If you have to if for example if you have to employ, the boss should be have to give the written form something, that particular project I need, as well as because the particular time this is the deadline. So we must understand what is the reading, what was the reading, what was written in the paper, and we read and understand. That's only we have to replay the answer as was perfect timing we submitted anything. In this first unit they have done another topic, comprehension passage. First you know the what is the comprehension. A passage is a normal normal is a paragraph or in a story we like that. But we know the what is the comprehensive passage because of the a comprehensive passage is there in any small story that gives the any information. And when we read the full passage, full paragraph, in the end conclusion we have to ask the some question in particular paragraph what we have to read. So we must be give the answer. We have to remember the story or a storyboard which I have to, and as well as the practicing the language, what may be it language, English or anything. But we remember what is written. The comprehensive passage mean ability to understand what you have to lead, what you and what we have to read, and as well as the what should have to understand that particular paragraph or particular exercise. Main aim of the comprehension passage is testing our ability. Uh, because if we read something, a normal story, what is the use of reading a story? Just we read and forget it now. Because we read something, we understand that something. What is the message? What is the information in this particular paragraph? So that information we have to ask the question. It may be as a story or poem, what may be it, just a particular paragraph. We ask the question. That question will be give the we have to ask the question. You must giving the answer, because we checked our how should we have however you have the ability to understand, to remember, as well as a small exercise. Because we want to know the what is the what should I understand in the particular poem or paragraph. And it's a one type of a test. Even we studies our subject. Just have this example, in professional English, it is a subject. It's contain a 5 unit and it's contains a particular more topics. But when we have to write the examination should have done us some question. Maybe it's a 75 question, 75 marks or 100 marks. But some the question should be remember in the what should have to learn, what should have to read, what was I written in the paper. So that's also has the one type of comprehension. But in examination form they have to big. But in the passage we have to give a small a small paragraph or poem. And in the comprehension, this topic has the, I give a assignment for you after when I completed the first unit, and I give the assignment for you. That assignment you will be written as well as send me the in the Google Classroom. That's another topic I will discuss in next time when I completed the first unit. In the comprehension paragraph, they show the ideas are moved. That the question ideas show and mood is connecting the questions which have to related the particular paragraph. You main task to answer the question as from the paragraph. Because of passage is given the some 4 5 lines, maybe it's contain a 10 line. We just declare the paragraph. That paragraph we simply questions and asking the questions to remember and what you have to learn, what should be understand. That test will be showing the result of your mindset, because each and every student not be understand everything. Some student understand something, some student understand something, because of the each and everyone has to different mindset, different ideas, a different mood and different understanding ability. So the comprehension passes show the result of ability to testing what student understand. Okay, let's move the next topic. Our next topic is differentiate between the fact and the opinion. First of all, you know the what is the fact and opinion. Uh, for example, fact has the proven, but opinion has our idea, our assumption. A fact has a statement that can be proven, true or false. A fact statement just openly say the it's true or false. For example, everyone we know the in the year of 1947 we get the independence. Before that, British are rule our Indians. It's a fact. But say for example, in after that 2050 or 60, maybe British comes to rule. It's a opinion, maybe or may not be. That's like an opinion is the feeling the person to person different. Fact is not differ anywhere. Fact is the fact, but opinion has the different view, different person. So maybe as a differ one to another. Opinion can be as a based on the fact or emotion, or sometimes they are meant by the anything which have to related. Fact is a true statement, and opinion is a not a false statement, but maybe somehow it's maybe or may not be. Some declare our assumption. Okay, fact plus opinion. First, we know the what is the fact and opinion. What is the difference between fact and opinion? That's openly shown in the slides. Fact can be verified or proved. Fact everywhere, anywhere we can prove or verified. Fact is a fact, as true or false. Say for example, a school has a school in particular class they have the blackboard. For example, it's a fact. Uh, but every home, sorry, I give another example. Fact is a proven because of the, for example, I give anyone, for example, I give something. Each and every school they have blackboard. It's a fact. Each and every home we have the blackboard and chalk piece. It's our opinion. Maybe may not be because of the home they not use the blackboard and chalk piece like that. Whatever may be, fact is verified, but opinion is a judgment or believe something about that. Maybe it's happened or not happened. Is verification possible? If something happens, that's fact. The verification is possible, but the other side opinion is not possible to verify. And presenting something really happened. Fact is the presenting. What maybe it have to present is working the real. Just that's the fact, and the opinion is not be present as really. It's a assumption or maybe or may not be. In case they have to give the success result, may not be give the success result. And fact has the power of influencing, but opinion has not. Some common you know some common chart basic on comparison of both are fact and the opinion. What's the meaning? Where has the use? This is we saw this meaning. Fact refers to something that can be verified or proved. Just now I say fact is the proven or verified. It's a true. Our opinion is a refer to judgment or belief. Something else. Maybe it may not be. Based on the observing or research. Fact can be produced, fact can be say based on the research. Something we have to do research. They show they give the result. For example, we are you are all in first year now. We code a type C++. For example, addition process. All students the same doing the same program correctly. When give the addition process 2 plus 2, the result must be have the show the 4 because this is the code, this is the rules, and this is the really happens. It's a fact. But a single student, maybe have to uh, wrongly something written in the code. The result may not become properly 4. Maybe it's increase. Other number of maybe it's a 3 or 5 is what may be it. It's our opinion because the code is not perfectly writing. Sorry. Fact is the reality, but opinion is a statement, subjective statement. It's very easily verified. It's possible, but opinion is not verified. It's not possible to verify anything. And the representation, just now as the representation is something which really happened. It's not a happening. It's just our mindset or assumption, our mind view. And fact has a no database because they have the happened, but opinion has a some database because maybe it's happened, it not happened, it's a true statement or false statement. That's like it's influencing it have to influence the power and the fact, but opinion has a not in influence power to other. Okay, students, we know the what is the fact and the opinion, what is the difference between. We move on the next topic, writing. In this topic we saw the what is writing skill, what why it is used, types of the writing, and finally we saw that developing a story with the pictures. Just mean we have to give anything, any small pictures. You must be understand what is the deep meaning of the picture, and you write the story. A story mean not directly rough draft, and after that fat draft, and what is the conclusion of the pictures showing the. Okay, let's start with the what is the writing skill. Basically, we write anything. That's the writing skill. But we have the definition of this writing skill and writing communication. Uh, both are the equal. Both are the same. We written communication refer to the process of. It's a one type of process. We communicate each to other by in written form or symbol or anything. It's a non-verbal, not use any voice, any noises, anything which one to another person. Just we have to write anywhere and see and read, understand. So this written communication or writing skill both are same. Both are both are in the non-verbal communication. In the last class, we saw the what is the communication, and the two types, verbal and non-verbal. So there's a second type of communication. And in the written process, we written something, convey through the message, or symbolic, any which has to understand that. In the other word, any message exchange between the two or more person that make use of written word is called written communication, which mean we write something, one person give the one person to another person, they understand what is it, not use in a single word in voice, only have the written, they is called the written communication or writing communication, maybe both are same. The written communication is the most commonly effective model of the business. That's the main topic, because we uh, we speak formally or informally, uh, different place to different there. But when we write anything for communicate, there's the in business point or in any organization point, we know the what was the right, and when you speak something, I mean spoken power to more than power have the written communication, because we write anything. Say for example, a student have to leave for a day because some maybe fever or anything. When the next day was come to college, teacher has to ask why yesterday we not come. The student tell the because of the fear, because of the fever or anything. But staff has been, I mean teacher has been not accepting. When the student return a letter for a day, was yesterday was I am absent because I am suffering from fever, they will accept it, because more power, written communication is more power than oral communication. And the written communication is a uh, view, giving the lot of things. Maybe if any organization we send a mail, email, electronic mail, or memo, or report, or document, or letter, what may be it, they must know and understand what is the user, what why you should give. In the business point of view, written communication is most used in there. However, written in the word, written communication is most commonly used effective the model business communication in the organization. The electronic mail, that's the email, a memo, a report, documents, letter, journal, job description, employee manual, etc. They all are the written communication, most important, most understandable, are some commonly used. They are all commonly used in the formal types. Yesterday, I mean, last class we saw the what is formal and informal communication. Is written communication has a formal based on the formal communication, because informal communication is a normally face to face or use any word or anything is basically we have to say in local language what maybe it come go, but and that's all information, and sorry, that's all our informal communication. When they used to when they used to formal communication, the communication must be have to noted a particular word, what should have to say, what is written, because that communication is a formal communication. Okay, move on to the next topic. Developing a picture, sorry, developing a story with the pictures. uh, Maybe when you return or say something a story, the picture should have to give the lot of information about that. Developing a story with pictures, simply I give the pictures, what may be it. We want to deeply understand what's picture behind that, what is the picture, and write a story about that pictures. What's the insight of the picture, what's doing there, and what's the message, what's the conclusion, and why it's you, and as well as a topic also you just I give just in the examination part, or in there also I give one simple pictures. You must give a topic, a pictures, that's my title, and write a small story about that pictures, because when we speak or hearing something or seeing saying something, so they give us some idea, some information, but we saw a pictures. The picture should have to give the lot of information. Picture have the silent but give the lot of information. Okay, let's see the definition. In photography, that's one picture. Visually, storytelling is often called a photo essay. Uh, when I say when I say developing a story with picture, that's mean photo story or photo story for a photo story, because a photo give the story, so called a photo story. It's for a it's a way for a photographic to narrate a story. That's mean a picture should have to give the story. We must understand and read that. What few people realize is there is a difference between the photography and the visual storytelling through the photography. Normally, each and every person has to see the some pictures, but each and every person thinking that different way, thinking that different ideas, and they should come have the different mindset for that particular picture, because picture is the same, but viewing point, but seeing part, understanding ability is differ to different person. uh, I give a small photos, I mean photography pictures that show something. I give example of developing a story with the pictures. Just a example, a normally tree, when we saw the trees everywhere, a person when saw a normally it's a tree, but different mindset, different people, different ideas are different there, because each together have to different. different mindset level. First, when a boy, a small child, see a tree, just given in the pictures, the boy should see the picture is a huge tree. It's used as a fruit, shelter, rain, whatever. And you think it's a one tree, another tree by tree. It's give only the shelter, something. When a boy see, he thinking, and he was thinking in mind, just a tree give the shelter, a tree give the fruits and the flower, because of the child mindset has been small. But when a tree, the same tree, when carpenter has to see, in that mind, they calculating, they watching the, oh, it's a huge tree. When we cut the tree, we can add a table, chair, or anything for playing, anything, something. And as well as we cut the tree and we make a huge chair and sofa, something, because carpenter mind should be have to different when compared to a child. And the third person, a woodcutter. A woodcutter man can be normally basically saw the tree. He thinking about in the mind. It normally is a tree. I must be, when I was cutting the tree, that the tree gives a huge amount of wood. We can I will be sell, and I make a become a rich man. And other hand, yeah, another person, business person, will have when they see the tree is a normally tree, but the business person when see is a timber, and that's mean a piece of wood that we sell wherever it when the people have to use, and I make a rich man by selling the tree. So in the conclusion, in the a story about the picture, a picture, a pictures is common. A tree is a common, but different person, different viewing. So different type of person, different type of viewing and ability seeing that. And the mindset level, the thinking way, the ideas will be differ. That's the showing the in this picture. And that picture, we write the story and give a title also. Next, I give assignment for your student. Just seeing the picture, I'm also giving the title of the two friends, because they are two animals. What have to do, you understand, and I written a story about that. When I ask the assignment in Google Class, they must be submitted as on time. Just we understand the what is the picture and written in the your note. When I ask the assignment, you must be have to submit it on time. Okay, students. Today in this classes, we saw the comprehension passage different between the fact and the opinion. In the written, developing a story with the pictures. Say for example, I was say the example, I give the example, the tree and the tree viewing of the man. So this is the first unit topic. I have one more topic balance. Just discuss in the next classes. Yeah, okay, thank you. We discuss more next classes. And one more thing, students, that type of picture, it's learned to improve our English communication and English written, because when saw the pictures, what may be it? We think about in English. We think we want to write a story in English. Day by day, our English will be improve, and a story also. I hope you all enjoy this class and understand what is this. For I give an assignment. This is a two friend. You write in your home note. When I asked the assignment in Google form in Google class, you must be submitted on time. Yeah, okay, that's it. Thank you.